sign on the dotted line. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Gun.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Before he's out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To the air again, Burrow. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Brooks on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And take it right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Brooks. Quick slant complete to Howard. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they beat. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brooks to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Here we go. And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT paint. Stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Brooks slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield.
Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first, and it's a fumble. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Brooks throwing on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now Brooks to throw. Looking to throw on second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Gun.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
12.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
1, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Now it's Burrow.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
11,
Slot man moves right.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
11. Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11 MT.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
On second down, here's Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
11 Thomas. Gotta go, gotta go.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. McPherson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Brooks now to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Brooks from the gun on third down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 33 yards.
And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Brooks on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's caught by Howard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Burrow.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brooks.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Brooks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Harris. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays
Here we go.
They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Stop.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun. Cut.
And they take a knee. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to perhaps salt this one away. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lets them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came prime time road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action.